Hello, can you all hear me? Are we all good to go? Let's see, let me get this confounded thing set up here. Hello, how's it going? Hope you all have been doing well this past weekend. Hope you all have been enjoying all the Sega on display. For those who are meeting me for the first time, hi, my name is sonikkustar. I'm going to be doing some Sonic Origins for y'all here. Those of you who saw the GDQ run this a few months ago might be familiar with this run, though it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing New Game Plus, so we have all of the Super Emeralds here. We're going to be playing as Hyper Amy, who is a character you will see in just a moment. Oh boy. I can't wait to show you all the fun stuff that's going to be happening here. So, all right, I guess we should get things started here. So, 3, 2, 1, go. I hope I pressed the right button. Okay. Took a moment to load in here. So, all right. Hey, yeah, so I'm sure some of y'all might have noticed this is the Sonic Origins version of Sonic 3. It doesn't have a lot of the big flashy glitches that you would expect from the original. And I am going in the completely wrong path, no worries. But yeah, Sonic 3, best Sonic game on the Genesis here. And with Amy, she has a lot of like different unique properties that you don't really get with a lot of the other characters. The main one being she can just throw infinite hammers, and it is amazing. All right, yeah, see, there's the first boss. It is down for the count. And yeah, that's kind of the general theme that we're going to be going for for this run here. She is super fast. She has a lot of really unique little mechanics that when put in a run can be pretty fun to play around with. The only thing is when you're playing as a super character, it can get a little unwieldy how fast you can go here, because she can go very, very fast if you're not too careful. Alright. Just gotta make my way up here. And then... oh, oops. There we go. Alright. So yeah, I don't really know what else I can really add at this point. Sonic 3 has actually gotten a fair bit of attention these past few months. There's been a lot of new stuff that's been discovered, a lot of new runners coming in for both the original and in Origins. It's been real nice to see, you know, especially since like these games have such a steep learning curve in terms of a speed run. All right, just gotta do that, and then perfect. All right, so I'm actually gonna hold down here. It'll allow me to gain control during the score tally there, and that way I can actually do a death there to skip the cutscene and go straight into Hydro City. Saves a few seconds. There are a few other spots where you're gonna see me do that. It doesn't happen often, but it's neat little time saves like that that can really add up. So either way, Hydro, pretty straightforward level, all things considered. Just gotta go over here. Yeah, you can see how Amy just completely makes this so trivial, you know. And then there we go. Boss is taken care of. Yes, Hydro City. I'll have you know. We won't have any of that hydrosity nonsense here. Alright. So Hydro 2, fairly straightforward level. There aren't really a whole lot of like branching paths like in the first act. Oh geez, I was not paying attention there. Alright, just gotta make my way through. There's a platform here that operates on a cycle. Unfortunately, I didn't get the good cycle, but that's okay. Looks like I got a pretty good cycle there either way. Alright. And then we're gonna do a nice little trick here where if we go to the left and do a spin dash and then a jump, we can actually go through those little slides there. It just saves us having to go around the level and having to do a bit of traversing here. Alright, and then we make our way up. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Admittedly, it's a little bit difficult for me to stop as Hyper Amy because she just moves so fast. Okay. There we go, and then... Alright. Nicely making our way to the boss here. Gonna actually bring Tails up. And then that way I can just do that. Perfect. So the neat thing about this category is that I'm playing as Amy with Tails, and Tails actually adds a few little strats that are pretty nice to deal with. Case in point, I just completely made a joke of that boss there. But yeah, learning to manipulate Tails can actually be really beneficial, especially later on in the run, where we're going to be relying on him quite a bit more. Also gives us access to these nice little shortcuts here. This jump is not fun, but I don't have a good time trying to guess where he's gonna end up. Nonetheless, just gonna be making our way here. Oh, yes, nice. No, nope, oops, okay. Let's try that again. There we go. I do not want to get a crush there. Just gonna make our way here. A nice little change is that those walls are actually breakable with just a regular roll. I think originally you had to use the spinning tops to break those. Alright. Let's see if I can get a one cycle. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. That's the nice thing about being able to throw infinite hammers. You can just completely decimate enemies, no problem. Alright. Act 2 is a little bit more interesting. It's not a straightforward path to the end there, here, but there are some neat little shortcuts that we'll be doing. So, first, a little cutscene showing Robotnik making his way, trying to disrupt us. Oh, that's nice. Tails is actually following me. Alright. Okay, well, sorry, Tails. Now, ideally, we would have Tails fly us up all the way up. But no time for that. Because now we have Super Amy. Or, sorry, Hyper Amy. Very big difference. And now it's just generally a straightforward romp to the end of the level. By the way, general disclaimer. I have no audio in my headset, so I can't hear any of this awesome music that's on display here. Real unfortunate, because I mean this game is just absolute bangers all around, you know. Oops. Okay. I do not want to get crushed there. That would not be fun. No, yes. Okay, there we go. Up. All right. Beautiful stuff. Almost to the end of this level here. No matter. There we go. Perfect. And you can't actually kill or destroy the boss here if you get all 8 hits. You have to wait till he's actually like flying. So, and then bop. 212. That's not bad. That is not a bad time at all. And that's Marble Garden. Pretty nice level, fairly relaxed. Carnival Night is actually just the bane of my existence. I'm gonna try and go for a skip in Act 2. I will explain it a little bit in more detail later on. But there's just a lot that can go wrong here. There's a lot of different mechanics that you have to worry about. A lot of things where if you're not careful, it can end really badly for you. So hopefully things go by relatively smooth. Oh man. There we go. Just gonna slow down there. If you go too fast, those doors will actually stop you. So I just slow down there to keep my speed. Okay, 1. And this boss, I don't know if it's like RNG or something, but like, come on. There we go. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that boss is RNG or something. I've never been able to get like consistent luck on that. But it only takes 4 hits. It's no big deal. And that is Act 1. Overall, a pretty straightforward level. Act 2 is by far the more involved zone. I think it's probably one of the longer zones in the run. Or acts in the run. Gotta start off by making sure I do a nice jump here. I want to make sure I get on this path. It's the straightest path to the level. And then I'm gonna try and do a nice little jump here, like that. Ideally, you want to get that first try to save a few seconds. But it's a nice little piece of tech that takes advantage of the new physics engine here, because there are a lot of like different quirks with this new engine. A lot of different physics. Some of it's nice, some of it is not. But you're gonna actually see that little trick again real shortly here, so that I can make my way through this water section relatively quickly. I do not want to get crushed there. And then I'm just gonna make my way up here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That barrel Sometimes I haven't been able to make it, sometimes I have. It really just depends on how fast you get to that section. I lost my rings, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I love that trick. It is so nice. There we go. And I don't have a whole lot of rings to go off of, but there should be more rings coming up. Alright, and I really don't want to get crushed there. That's good. Amy... Aw, man. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the skip now, unfortunately. However... Well, actually, I think there might be a big ring box, or a big ring later on in the level that I can use to get hyper. Because the idea is that I'm actually going to be trying to skip a boss. I know this is going to be a little bit slower, but just bear with me, folks. I'll try this once, and then if it doesn't pan out, then I'll just keep going. All right, easy. No, easy. All right, so we're gonna use Hyper Amy, and with her speed, I'm gonna actually spin dash to make my way down here. And then, okay, I'm gonna just slow down here to make sure. Yes, got it. Okay, so that skips having to play to fight the boss for this zone or for this act. And because this is Knuckles' capsule, the game thinks we were playing as Knuckles there, so it just automatically skips me to Ice Cap. Really fun little trick. That always... it's a very nerve-wracking skip, though, because if you don't land on that capsule perfectly, you will not be able to gain control back. So you would have to restart the entire act from the beginning. But we don't have to worry about that. Just making our way through Ice Cap here. Whoa. That's a little bit fast there. Yeah, if you're not too careful, you can actually die from those little swings there. So I want to make sure I'm not going too fast. I know, very counterintuitive. Otherwise, there's not really a whole lot to talk about in this section here. This level is very much just waiting for platforms to move around. Just making our way through the level as per usual. Oh, thank you, Tails. There we go. Making our way up here, and then up here, and then with Hyper Amy, we can just jump right across. Not have to worry about that. And now we are at the boss. And that was the boss. Yeah, did I mention Hyper Amy is a little bit busted? Seriously though, if you're looking for like a nice casual run of Sonic 3 to do, Amy, New Game Plus, is probably your best bet. She's just a very like cozy character, and this is a very like low-stakes run, all things considered. That being said, we are going into Act 2 here. We want to make sure we stay on the top path. The bottom path, you have to do a lot more platforming around and shift, going on those like little weights where you have to jump up and down constantly. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with that. We are almost at the very end of the level here. Nope. Okay. I was afraid I was gonna get crushed for a moment. Alright, and now we are at the boss. And that was a boss. Alright, so you can actually skip that boss with Tails. However, the issue is if you don't do it correctly, you can still spawn in the boss, and the bosses spawn in relation to your vertical screen height. So if you land back down, you won't be able to hit the boss. So you would have to restart the stage at that point. Very unfortunate stuff, but I generally try to take the more casual route, so to speak. All right, launch base. Not really much to talk about. Whoa, no. Okay. We are okay now. Yeah, Hyper Amy just makes real short work of this stage. Making our way through here. Normally you have to wait for Tails to fly you up through some of these sections, and we're speedrunners. We go fast, you know? Just gotta make our way through here, no problem. Whoa, easy now. No, okay. There we go, making our way through, and as we're coming up here, I'm gonna actually try and go for little cutscenes. Skip. If I have Tails come in here and fly me all the way up, usually you would have to wait for Knuckles to throw a bomb here, and have to watch a cutscene of the of the whole tower you were in crumbling down. But nope. And yeah, there we go. That was pretty good. That was a nice stage. All right, launch base. Relatively more the same. I'm not gonna immediately transform into Hyper Amy here. I want to make sure I save my rings just for safety. But we're just gonna make our way through. And then around here is where I transform. So now we just make our way to the very end. And the reason why I'm saving my rings is because, as you can guess, Amy plus hammers equals a boss being completely annihilated. So we're gonna make real minced meat of Big Arms once we make our way to him. I think that's the name of the boss. I don't remember. I'm only thinking of I'm sorry. I know he was a part of Sonic Generations, and I know they gave him a name there. It's been a while since I looked up my Sonic 3 lore, so. All right, just gotta get that checkpoint just for safety. There we go. Finally. Y'all have no idea how hard this run is on my hands. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's much better. All right. Truth be told, this is very much a nice breather. And the next few minutes, it's just gonna be standing in place for one boss, and then throwing hammers for another. It's a bit of a breather in the run, which is nice. I don't know how most people's preference for runs are, but I like to have a bit of a moment of reprieve every now and then. You know, I cannot go fast like 100 10, 20% all the time, you know. At least not like I used to. Alright. I messed up with the positioning. You can actually hit Robotnik from way down below the platform if you spin dash just right. And then with these hammers, we can hit big arms off screen to make real nice work. I think that's 4 hits. There we go. Alright, and that's the Sonic 3 half done. The Sonic and Knuckles half is admittedly a lot more relaxed, I want to say. There's certainly more auto-scrolling sections, certainly more sections where you're waiting. I know folks tend to take issue with waiting in a Sonic game. Me personally, it's nice to have a breather every once in a while. Alright, here's Robotnik making his way to the Fallen Death Egg. Look at it go. Boom. Alright. Now, if you are familiar with the speedrunning scene early on, then you'll know that there was a warp glitch where if you take a big ring in Angel Island and reset at the right time, you'll actually make your way to Hidden Palace, I believe. Skipping almost the entire game. Unfortunately, they patched that out. I can certainly see why, but it's a neat little piece of Sonic history, that's for sure. Or Sonic speedrunning history. I did not mean to do all that movement right there, but I'm glad that I did. It seems like it worked out. Alright, just gotta make our way to the boss. Alright, I can score all my hits in here, but I have to wait for him to make his way all the way to the right side of the screen before I can deliver the final blow, because he is invulnerable otherwise. And that is Act 1. Act 2 is generally more of the same. Again, we kind of want to make sure we stay to the top of the screen. Just generally the fastest path through the level without any real obstacles, so... Alright, just get to do a spin dash there to start. Oh, oops. There we go. And now it's just a matter of making our way to the very end here. I like this this part of the zone because you can just go. You can get a lot of speed here. look at Amy go. All right, and then we're just gonna make our way up here. Depending on which side of this awning that we take, we can take a few different paths. So I went on the left. I get to go on the top here, and now 2 hits. 1, 2, and then the boss is done. Alright, so we're actually gonna do another cutscene skip here. So if I position myself just right, and then I do a spin dash at just the right moment, I do a death here, and then we're immediately in Flying Battery. That one's one of the bigger time saves, because that cutscene's pretty long, so... Alright, Flying Battery. A lot can go wrong here, a lot can go right here. Act 1 is generally the more stressful act for me, so I'm just gonna focus a little bit. Nope, okay. Okay, that section can mess with me quite a bit, so... Alright. And then... Oh, yes, I got the nice jump. Okay. I just want to be real careful. See, again, Amy moves so fast that she could just easily, like, zip off those platforms, and I would have to do all that platforming again, so... Alright. And then, if you do a spin dash there, you can actually go underneath those, I guess you can call them weights? Either way, hitboxes are very strange, so... Alright. Oh, nice. That was nice. We're just gonna do a little shortcut here. Huh, I didn't know I can go that fast there. And jump, jump. Nope, 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 nope. Jump, jump. Nope, nope. Okay, there we go. And all right, we have a nice little breather. Say hello to Mr. Tickles. Ah, there we go. Just gotta wait for him to do his 6 hits to himself here. There we go. Make nice work of that boss there. Act 2, again, I'm not gonna transform into Hyper Amy immediately once I get 50 rings. I generally just want to try and save those rings for the boss, because, you know, infinite hammers with this boss means I can just throw hammers at any point and damage the boss at any time, you know. Which is real nice, considering, you know, what this boss entails. Alright. Just gotta make our way over here. And then just gotta make our way over here. The one thing that I'm worried about is you can get a lot of unexpected crusher deaths in this level, so I do want to generally make sure that I am safe. Yeah, again, I'm just gonna hold on to my rings here. And then transform now. And then here you can have an unexpected crusher death, so just gotta slow down. Alright. And this section is fairly straightforward. It's just going to the end here. Okay, you can actually get crushed there unexpectedly if you're not careful, so... Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Alright. Beautiful. There we go. That's a nice little change in Origins here. You can actually destroy that boss with 12 hits, if you're careful. And now it's just going to be a matter of waiting. I guess I will take this moment to do a quick shout out to everybody at the SegaCrew for putting this event together. They've been very supportive to all of us, making sure, you know, we are able to do these runs, you know, to the absolute best. And also for Esta for sending me messages to submit to this, because I've been forgetting after so long. But yeah, you can see how infinite hammers with this boss is real nice. Alright. just gonna position myself here. This isn't a cutscene skip. It just lets me out of the level a little bit sooner if I do a spin dash here. And now we're going into Sandopolis. This level I'm actually gonna try and have Tails sync up his movements with mine. Because a lot of these sections operate on a global timer. So it's really just making sure those beginning sections are relatively consistent. Yeah, see, I still have to wait for this to go up. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll do this. Alright, no matter. Ah, good, I got the jump. That jump I've been missing quite a bit lately, so I'm glad that I got that during this run. Word of advice, folks, make sure you are well rested before doing runs. It makes a difference. And then we're just gonna make our way all the way down here. Alright. So, this boss doesn't spawn in unless he's, you know, this door he comes out of is on screen, so just gonna wait here, and then... Alright. And now we play the waiting game. Any day now. The waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos. Well, thankfully, you're gonna be seeing quite a bit of that in the next zone, because I don't know where I was going with that segue, but needless to say, Lava Reef's boss, is certainly something. So, let's see. Sando 2. One of the longer levels in the run. I think this one is actually the longest level in the run. We're just gonna make our way down here. Oh, the Mr. Plow episode. I completely forgot about that one. Oh, man. I admittedly do need to catch up on my Simpsons. Alright, just gotta make our way up here. Alright. And then let's make things interesting. Now this is a little bit dangerous because with Amy, her double Pico Hammer attack, that doesn't kill ghosts, so I have to be quite a bit careful when jumping. Alright, I'm just gonna make my way up here. And then... Oh, come on, come on, come on, yeah! Alright, that was actually a pretty nice section. Oh, easy, easy, easy. I do not want to take that zip line. Huh. Almost done with this level. Just a few more jumps here. There is a glitch that you can do where you can actually freeze Robotnik in place. I don't know how it's done, but if... Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there, but all right. Yeah, see, now you guys are just making me hungry. The funny thing is I actually was doing some grilling outside before this, so I came prepared. Alright. Just gotta make our way over here. Oh, nice. And just to get that switch. And... just gotta make our way over here. And then if we throw our hammers just right, we can actually make our way down here. And go down this little path. Because otherwise you would have to traverse a lot more of the level. Okay, there we go. And now we got that part of the boss. And now we just wait. All right. So this level, we're gonna actually be doing another boss skip. This one's by far a much bigger skip. For very obvious reasons if you've played Sonic 3. But again, it's going to require hyper aiming. So we're just gotta first start collecting rings here. Come on, Tails. Alright. Easy. I really don't want to lose these rings. And now, all we gotta do is make our way to the very end of the level. There we go. Oh, but no, I do not want to do that. And then... just gotta make our way here. No, okay. Oh, easy now. Alright, now for this skip, I want to make sure Tails is on screen, because if he's not, then if I try and go up this pipe, it's going to shoot me right back to where Knuckles is, and that will be a soft lock. So... But yeah, this way we skip having to face off against a really nasty boss. Well, not nasty, just very time-consuming. Which, I mean, we're speedrunners, so I guess it really is nasty. Look, the point is we save a few minutes of time, so. Oh no. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Alright, I just gotta do something real quick. I am afraid my laptop is going to overheat, so I'm just gonna place this here. Okay. Yeah, word of advice, folks. Make sure your laptop is well ventilated before doing runs. Alright. Pretty straightforward level. And then Sky Sanctuary. Because we have an additional partner here, our good buddy Tails, we're going to be skipping quite a bit of Sky Sanctuary here, so... If you are a fan of Metal Sonic, or I guess Mecha Sonic, then unfortunately, this will not be your run. But we will make the most of it. Alright, let's just make our way here. Nope. Oh, Tails. Alright, so first off, we're gonna try and fly right here to make our way up to this section. Normally you have to face off against a boss. But, oh, that one laser always gets me. But no matter. We're just gonna make our way here. Come on, Tails. Come on. Oh my goodness. Tails is just not cooperating. Okay. Third time's the charm. There we go. See, that's part of the difficulty playing a category that involves Tails, because you do have to do a lot of like AI manipulation to try and get him in the right spots. So, and that can be real tricky if you don't really know how. All right, just gonna make my way up here, and all we got to do is just go to our last little stretch. Nope. There we go. And Mecha Sonic is relatively simple. Just do a damage boost. There we go. Easy 8 hits. And with that, we make our way to the very last stretch of the run here, Death Egg. Not much to say. There's just a lot of different kinds of movement tech you just gotta be aware of. Gonna actually go into a nice little shortcut here. Originally, I think this was supposed to be a Tails-only shortcut in the original. But they added springs at the very end of this section here so that you don't die, which is very nice. Alright, just gonna make our way through. 2 taps there. Pretty simple gravitron. I was about to say graviton, which I know that's not even remotely a Sonic thing. Or maybe it is, I don't really know off the top of my head. Again, Sonic 3 lore, I don't know off everything off the top of my head, unfortunately. But here we go. Nice red eye, nice first phase. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. All right, we got one more level, and then our adventure shall come to a close. Just got to do a quick restart here to start Act 2 a little bit sooner. Oops. And this section, or this level, I want to be a little bit careful when it comes to my ring count. I am going to be trying to use hammers on one of the last endgame bosses here, but I don't want to use them immediately. If that makes sense. I'm just going to try and save my rings here. Alright, 61, that's a good count. Yeah, admittedly there isn't really much in terms of like real big skips otherwise, aside from those boss skips. This run is generally more just about good movement, being aware of your surroundings, which is nice. You know, again, if you're looking to run a classic Sonic game, you know, running Origins is probably one of your better options. Just gotta wait here. And then bouncy, bouncy. All right. Easy. Okay, we should have plenty of rings to work off of, so we should be fine. Jumped a little bit too early there. No matter. Amy is broken upside down to use its projectiles against himself. But with Amy, the hammers can just go right through and hit the boss. So it's pretty nice. All right. Final boss time. Let's do this thing. Good old 3-phase final encounter here. All right. Should be making nice minced meat out of this. or minced metal, whichever works. Alright, and then phase 2. Oh, sorry, Tails. Alright, phase 2. 8 more hits and then we're done. Let's do this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 hits right there. Nice. 6, 7, 8. And time. All right. Oh man. Listen, y'all had no idea how nervous I was for this run. Cause not to dampen the mood or change the subject or anything, but life has just been very busy for me. So I haven't exactly had a whole lot of time to devote to runs all that much. But I guess it just goes to show, you know, even if you aren't in the best position to be able to try and do the most optimal run out there, you know, you can still do a run. And so long as you enjoy doing it, you know, that's really all that matters. So I'm just glad that I was able to have an opportunity, you know, to help showcase this and showcase the Sega love on Twitch, because Sega is very underrepresented in, I guess, the gaming space, and especially in speedrunning, so it's the least I can do. All that being said, you know, big shout-outs to SegaCrew for putting this whole thing together. It's been a fantastic event. I want to give a big shout-out to Estacako, who has been... Listen, this dude here, he's been begging me to submit to a SEGATHON all these years, and you know, I've always had to turn him down because I've been so busy. So I'm just glad that I finally have the chance to do it now, you know. And I also want to give a big shout out to Booster Shane in the chat there, who helped me get this whole thing together, because we had some technical difficulties, that's for sure. And even though we have everything set up, my PC, you know, it is like flaming hot. It is barely able to keep this stream together. So, y'all could probably tell with the dropped frames and everything like that. You know, I need to get a new PC at some point. I also want to give a shout out to the Sonic speedrunning community. So, they've been super supportive. And there's been a lot that's been happening there, you know. And if you want to learn a classic Sonic game, there are plenty of options out there. And last but not least, you know, I want to give a shout out to all my friends, to everybody that I've met all throughout the years. You know, it's amazing that after all these years, I'm still able to find genuine awesome people to hang out with, and it's been a great experience. You know, this might not last forever, but I'm gonna be thankful for at least the opportunities that I get. So anyways, I could go on for hours and hours on end, but thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, my name is sonikkustar. You can follow me on Twitch here. My name is spelled exactly how it is on screen. But also, please make sure you keep on tuning into SEGATHON, because it is an incredible event. And yeah, I would just love to see it continue to grow. So, kudos and peace.